So you can take a seat or lie down, closing the eyes, opening the palms, and taking a few deep breaths. And then resting your awareness to the breath. And seeing if you can start to relax into yourself, into your body, into your experience. And maybe you start to feel energy or spaciousness. Maybe you start to experience an amplification at your human experience or expression at that level. And just to welcome it. I feel like today I want to talk a little bit about chaos. And the reason I want to talk about chaos is because I feel like we better start getting friendly with chaos and turmoil on every level. Because when life is happening, and a lot of life is happening right now, on a global level, on an individual level, in your little surroundings of life, and then of course inside yourself. When that chaos or turmoil is coming up and is happening, what we tend to do is to hold ourselves. What we tend to do is try and find solutions out of it, to run away from it, to look away from it. And the thing is that we are not getting away with that anymore. This upheaval is very likely going to be present for a long while. And I would love for you to be able to let it. I would love for you to be able to let that internal experience that is coming up, either in relationship to the globe or in relationship to your personal life or things shifting inside you without even any external reason, I would love for you to let it. And I think we have been so programmed and conditioned to avoid it, to resist it, to control it, to try and place it, to try and understand it, to try and workshop it. But I feel that there is so much energy moving through us, through our awareness, releasing in this globe right now, that it's beyond comprehension, it's beyond understanding, it's beyond the ability to clearly place it somewhere. And what that provides us with is that whole mechanism that we build around the chaos or turmoil, or that whole coping mechanism that was in place to, on some level, deal with it, is sort of falling away. And when that happens, most people experience that as a bad thing. I'm here to offer you today a perspective or a point of view in which that's actually a beautiful thing. Because, in all honesty, that which you experience in life, no matter whether that's connected to the globe or to your family or to work or to your status in the world or whatever, it is actually happening inside you. That's where you experience it, which means that the first thing to recognize is that the turmoil and the chaos are dwelling within us. Just take a breath. Seeing if you can allow yourself to simplify reality by seeing that life is experienced inside you only. And that if there is something coming up from within you, it means it was already there. And that means that that which feels like chaos and turmoil is actually a beautiful opportunity, something to relax into and to allow to flow through you. Now, for me, this is accountability. I am accountable for whatever is coming up within me. And at the same time, the sweet spot is not to personalize it. Seeing yourself as a part of this collective body called humanity. And seeing that your form is releasing whatever its quota of inner chaos is. And life is loving us into liberating all of these energies. Life wants to flow. Can we let it? And life can flow when we accept it. Life can flow when we relax into it. And something beautiful happens when you can move into that simplicity. Because you move from your mind that wants to control, that wants to comprehend, that wants to find external solutions, into the body, into the heart, into the experience. And first, what you experience when you move into the body is everything you left behind, everything that you try to survive. And I understand it can be intense, and you can let it. You can breathe, you can relax, and you can allow. So just breathing and relaxing and allowing. Starting to let go of all the intensity within you. And you actually do that by running towards it. You actually do that by no longer trying to hide it or push back against it, but to see it as a flow of energy. You know, frustration, anger, rage, it's a very powerful flow of energy. When we release it, a lot of energy comes free inside our body. Human beings walk around with so much bottled up rage. And we're trying to tell ourselves that we're not a part of that, but of course we are. And it's okay. We can allow life to bring that up in us. We can allow that energy to move through us and to, instead of being reactive with this energy, instead of compressing this energy, we can simply let it move up and out. And then actually our body starts to more and more reflect a deeper truth, a deeper underlying essence. So then all of a sudden the chaos and the turmoil isn't the problem. Maybe it's the solution, maybe it's the remedy, maybe we have just not relaxed into what life wants to do. And I get that it's hard and overwhelming, and I get that the current manifestation of the globe is not a mature one. But that's because we have yet to step into who and what we are and what our potential is as human beings. As this loving, connected web that we actually are, that we forgot. And we forgot it because we left our humanity behind. So we have to pick up the rage. We have to pick up the fear. We have to pick up the sadness. And let life impact us as it is. And start to see that when life does that, it actually allows all of these energies to move through you. After every wave, you don't become heavier. There's more space, there's more calm, there's more light. And of course, there is not in truth more light, but you are aware of more light. There's not in truth more peace, but you are aware of more peace. And this is how we are stepping into that which we came here to rediscover, connect with, and embody. But you can never authentically embody the light, the love, the presence that is the baseline, the foundational building blocks of all of life, of all of reality, if you are not accountable for the fact that you are a human being. And being one is actually the solution. Being one is actually setting the world free. So breathing and relaxing. Maybe for the first time ever starting to recognize that life is always showing you yourself. That external turmoil and chaos on whatever level is actually pointing you back to where you're holding on to chaos and turmoil within yourself. And that when you can accept that, then all of that energy can start to move up and out, move through you. You no longer have to repress, which is what part of us have become very good at. And you no longer have to be reactive all the time, which is what another part of us has become really good at. You can let life flow. And it doesn't mean anything about you. So when we personalize life, we get stuck there. Because when it's personal, we have to figure it out, we have to understand it. When it's an infinite ocean of energy that is moving through us on different colors and different waves, we can surf the waves. We can let life flow. Because life is emptying us out. Life is liberating us from a very survival-based way of being. A way of being where, if we are honest with ourselves, we were not feeling safe, not even in our own skin. And it doesn't mean that you have to go through something huge in your life, something traumatic in your life. You're born in a race that holds itself, that presents itself, that doesn't know how to be authentic or natural or relax into oneself all too much. And we've learned that that's normal, but that's very much not natural. And being aligned with the infinite nature, the infinite beauty that dwells within you is actually being really honest with your humanity. Of course, you carry rage. Of course, you carry sadness. Of course, you carry fear. So let's just start there. And when you are no better than the energies that are flowing around on this globe, something beautiful starts to happen. You start to land, you start to meet people heart to heart, shoulder to shoulder. And then you start to receive the blessing that you are no better than any human being, but you are no less than creation's pure love itself either. You are actually completely beautiful, pure love, a bright light. And that bright light and that pure love has always been present within you as you are. And funnily enough, what I realized is that our inability to be human directly led to our inability to connect to the God within, the pure love that we are. So how would life look if you can just be really honest? If you can just be accountable? And if that no longer means anything about you, if that no longer means that you have to personalize everything, what would that version of life look like? How would we feel if we can recognize that the turmoil around us is actually happening within us until it's not? But as long as you feel it, It's yours to feel. And life is loving you by allowing you to feel it. So let life do what it's doing. See if you can have the courage to discover that maybe life is on your side. That maybe life is just showing you your fears, your insecurities, your frustrations, so you can accept them, and so you can accept your humanity in the midst of the unfolding. I had this beautiful conversation with a friend today, and she told me about a project that she was a part of. And it was about this woman that started to notice that when she accepted what was, and when she no longer needed anything to give her something, to be something for her, or to bring something, she started to experience the beauty within it. And the same counts for your humanity. The moment you no longer need something out of yourself, something specific, you can marvel at the beauty of the human that you are. If you can be with the sky as it's raining and you don't need the sky to do something different, you can start to receive the beauty that is inherent in the sky. If you are with yourself and you don't need anything from yourself and nothing needs to be different, you start to feel the inherent beauty that is within you. And it's a constant beauty. It doesn't fluctuate. The beauty within you has no preferences. It dwells around your rage as much as around your joy. It dwells around you in your perceived missteps as much as in your perceived successes. Because all of life is equal and the infinite neutrality really carries the beauty of existence itself. And you're a part of that. Starting to see, feel, experience every cell in your body soften. Because now it can. Because all of a sudden your cells realize, I cannot mess this up. I cannot do this wrong. I don't have to hide. And then they start to soften and open, and they start to release all that effort that they held when they thought that love is something that they have to prove, that they held when they thought it's not safe to be a human being. Of course it is. And it's time that we start to remember what it feels like to be at ease. And being at ease by no means is going to eliminate your humanity. Being at ease is in no way going to eliminate life from happening. Your journey will unfold as it needs to. It will know losses. It will know beauty. It will know illness. It will know death. It will know success. It will know fluctuations. Your life will be as your life is supposed to be. However, you can absolutely be at ease while it's happening. And you can be at ease with it now because you can be at ease with your humanity. And by being at ease, you start to feel how full, how overflowing, how loved, how carried, how connected, and how light-filled your source is. The part of you that is untouched by everything. The part of you that existed before birth, that will continue after death. And the part that is yours to connect to every moment of your human life. So where a world is trying to change something, influence something, manifest something, understand something, what if the acceptance and the relaxing into life is actually the place and space where we can start to notice the beauty that's been forgotten, the grace that is so easy to overlook. And when you uncover it inside yourself, time slows down. You start to notice your fellow human beings. It starts to become easier to connect. And you just walk life in appreciation. Because life doesn't have to give anything to you. You are one with it. And of all the things that one could commit to in one's lifetime, I don't know a better thing to commit to than this. Proven by the fact that this is the 636th time or something that I'm sitting here, spending my evening, sharing this stuff. So allowing your body to receive, allowing your mind to relax, to gently fall into your heart, to see that there is nothing to worry about, that the place and the space that is eternal within you can never be touched, that the love that you share with those that you worry for will always be with you. Meeting life on life's terms, and in turn, letting life love you, or realizing it always has. Feeling the chaos and the overwhelm lift off, and starting to feel a calm that is emanating out of your skin, filling your room, your home, your neighborhood, your city, your village, your country, your continent, and the globe. Anchored in yourself, settled in yourself, knowing that by no means will it exclude life from happening. By no means does it exclude you from the human experience, but you can relax into it now. Anchoring yourself in this expansion. Floating, spacious, free. Taking a breath. And on the exhale, start moving down through the layers of the earth, spotting your continent, your country, your city, village, street, neighborhood, your house, your room, your body, and letting all of that calm fall into your crown, through your midline, into your pelvis, and from your pelvis into this earth. Landing on this earth. And as you land on this earth and fully land here, you start to catch a glimpse of what life would feel like and look like if people allow themselves to lean into their natural state, which is the solution to every perceived problem, instead of running around, chasing it externally. What the world would look like if people could be accountable for their inner turmoil, instead of hiding it and being reactive and fighting one another. So if you ask me, the most beautiful thing to do in one's life is to commit to fully allowing yourself to be a human being, and allowing that to be the doorway into this infinite nature that is the truth of us all. Can open your eyes, keeping the gaze soft, and slowly bringing your awareness all the way back. Thank you.